Why, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Katie, if you did not know, now you do, and welcome to Bookmas 2024. We started Bookmas off last year with this video. We're gonna do it again, just a tiny bit differently. In my stocking here, we have, I believe, 10 Christmassy, wintry books, and I'm gonna pull out 5, and those are gonna be my December TBR. I have been in a huge book slump, so whether or not I'll actually get to these, I cannot promise anything. I truly don't know. I've been really trying. It's just been so difficult. Like, even an audiobook won't keep my focus lately. I have no idea what happened. It happened after my 24-hour reading challenge, and I think it could be because I did have to, put my cat down after that challenge, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But I am still excited to try to read some Christmas books during Bookmas, and I cannot wait to see what we got. In here are a couple different Christmas books, winter books of a good variety, and we are going to see what the Christmas stocking thinks my December 2024 Bookmas TBR should be. So let's get into it. I've got my Skims Christmas pajamas on. This is not sponsored by Skims, but Skims, please. Put me on a PR list. Let's work together, anything. Please, I love you. I've spent way too much money for myself and for others. So, not sponsored, but I would love that. So, that's beside the point. I just think they're really cute because they've got little gingerbread men on them. And I got the matching pants and my Christmas slippers. We're getting off track. I apologize for the poor lighting. It's Alaska. It's literally only 2 p.m. and it's getting dark. And I don't know where I put my light. I have like a little mini light and I don't know where I put it. But let us start pulling from our TBR stocking. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull something from the stocking like so. This one will count, by the way. I will open it, read it to you, show the book, talk a little bit about it, and then at the end of the video, we're going to just go on a quick overview of what we pulled for our December TBR. We might see me reading some of these in a challenge. We might see a reading vlog. I don't know. I haven't planned that far ahead, but I'm excited to see what our first book is on our December TBR. So let's see, shall we? Ooh, okay. So the first book on our December TBR is Love Light Farms by B.K. Morrison. Borison, not Morrison. B.K. Borrison. And it's about 2 best friends that are fake dating each other on the holidays. Ooh. And this is the first book in the series, I think. So that should be good. I feel like I read somewhere it's an interconnected standalone series, but it's fake dating. It's Christmas. One of them owns like a Christmas tree farm. Stella owns a Christmas tree farm. And she's trying to win an Instagram famous influencers contest that has a $100,000 cash prize. Her best friend, Luca, is her only chance. So this is gonna be really cute. I actually am very into, I love the covers of all of these books. This is I love the covers of these books. This one is so cutesy, and I've literally had this for over a year and have been constantly wanting to pick it up, and I just haven't. And I'm so excited that this is the first book on our December TBR. It is time to see what we get for book number 2. Okay. Also, if my hair looks greasy, it's because I have hair oil in and it's wash day like tomorrow, so ignore that. The next book on our TBR, Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. If you've seen the movie on Netflix, this is a Christmas movie that follows three different like plots in one movie, and they all kind of tie together. And the book came first, obviously. I have, unfortunately, the movie cover book. 3 authors basically come together. John Green, we know and love John Green, The Fault in Our Stars. Hello. They basically team together to write, they each write a story for one of these couples, kind of. It all ties together in the end, allegedly. So it is about, it looks like there's a love triangle, it looks like there's a lovesick barista and a strangers to lovers situation, maybe. I have seen the movie, but it's been a really long time. I remember really liking the movie. It's got some cool people like Kiernan Shipka, who I love. And I don't know, I really enjoyed the movie, so I'm very excited to give the book a try, especially excited for the John Green section. I do love me some John Green. I haven't read any of his stuff like recently. Obviously, this isn't a recent work, but maybe this will make me go pick up some more John Green. Who knows? Let's see what's next. We've gotten the same, like, tags. We got another one of the same tags. Let me mix this up. Okay, Number 3, Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I do believe this was actually on my TBR last year, and I don't think I got to it, obviously. And Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey is about, I'm just gonna like do a quick overview because I'm pretty positive this was on my TBR last year. It's about this girl named Melody. She's music royalty. They're going to be on like TV to get a family band back together, or for her mom's band. But then she meets Beat Dawkins, the lead singer's son. I guess the lead singer in the band her mom was in. I just realized his name's Beat and her name's Melody. Like, come on. What is that? I guess there's some rivalry, rock star shenanigans, a film crew. So this could be very interesting. So we've got 3 tags that look like this. And I think for these tags, most of these tags are books I've had a while. So I'm hoping for one that's got some newer books because that would be nice. There is one on here that's smaller, but I can't feel it, so another. Okay, we've got a new book, and that is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. I am wary about this one because I haven't read the other 2 books, and I don't for sure know if this is an interconnected standalone series or if I could read this on its own. It doesn't really say, but it is a small town, spicy, festive romance. The other 2 books are also set in the same small town, so all of these people kind of like know each other, and this is between Kira and Bennett, and Kira hates Christmas, and it's kind of unfortunate because she bought a Christmas tree farm in the town, and Bennett is on vacation in Dream Harbor, and he's taking a break from like his life, and he always has this desire to fix things, which obviously is gonna pair great with the girl who hates Christmas, the Grinch. Ben is basically it says his name's Bennett, but apparently he goes by Ben. He's trapped in Kira's like farm, and despite the fact that she like is like a Grinch,
that's it, I'm not going.
the spirit of Christmas may or may not bring them together. I'm not seeing anything that says I have to read the other 2 first, but I might just Google that just to be safe because I don't want to read this and then accidentally spoil the Cinnamon Bun bookstore for myself. So we will see if I get to this. I would really like to because it looks very cute. And again, just the covers of these books are gorgeous. We will see. I'm so sorry this is a short video, but I'm trying to keep my TBR realistic this year because last year I unfortunately did not keep it super realistic. And I didn't read any of them, and I'd like to read at least one of these this year. So this is, we finally got a new tag. This is our last book on our December TBR, and then we're gonna go through some of the books that would have been a possible TBR book. But for now, our last book on our December 2024 TBR is One Last Gift by Emily Stone. Now, some tea about this one. Let me just hold, pause. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I'm having a moment, guys. Please hold. So, some tea about this one. I don't know if it's this book specifically or just one of the books by this author, but Larry Reeds, who I love, I adore, she recently read a book by this author. I don't think it was this one, but it was similar. It was definitely by this author. And she went in expecting a cute little fuzzy romance and left completely devastated. And she hated it because the ending was really depressing and nowhere did it imply that that was going to be the ending, I guess. And I'm kind of nervous that this one's going to be in the same vein where you think going in you're getting this cutesy, loving, super adorable little romance and you come out going, I was just traumatized. So this is One Last Gift by Emily Stone, and it is about Cassie and Tom. Oh boy. This looks sad. Cassie and Tom lost their parents at a young age and, relied on each other to cope. And they were especially close with Tom's best friend, Sam. So Cassie and Tom are brother and sister, it looks like. 20 years later, oh no, Cassie also lost Tom, who, again, assuming that's her brother. And she also lost Sam because they kind of drifted apart over the years. So now she's kind of just like alone, and she's never felt more alone. And then she finds an envelope addressed to her from her dead brother, and it's a clue to a Christmas scavenger hunt that I guess they used to do every year. And he had told her that, like, this year it's gonna be the best one yet, but he, is dead. So she's like, what's going on? And I guess it enlists the help of Sam as she travels through London and the Welsh mountains and the French countryside, reconnects with friends, a lost love, and discovers herself. So this sounds like it might be a little depressing, but I'm very intrigued to see how this plays out. Scavenger hunt books can be either really, really good or just really kind of like not great in my opinion. I read one that was okay, but at the same time, I was also like, what are we talking about here? What is going on? So I'm kind of nervous to see what this one is like. Also, it's set in like the UK, so I know that can sometimes be a little bit of a barrier. And that is the last book on our December TBR. Now, before we go through what could have been our December TBR, we are going to get one last look at all of our books. So again, we have One Last Gift by Emily Stone. We have our first pick, which was Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. We have Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. We have Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. And of course, it wouldn't be a TBR in 2024 without something by Lori Gilmore. This is The Christmas Tree Farm, and this is our December TBR for Bookmas 2024. How many times am I gonna say that? I don't know. Hopefully this is the last time. So this is our TBR. I'm very excited to give at least one of these books a try. Hopefully, probably gonna be Love Light Farms. I don't know, she's just calling to me. I can't tell you why. I'm a little nervous to try Wreck the Halls. Anything Tessa Bailey, I love her like TikToks, but I think that she's so hyped that I'm worried I'm not gonna like it. But this is our December TBR. So now let's take a look at what could have been our December TBR, because I honestly don't remember what all I put in here because I don't think all of these are Christmas, so we're gonna pull them out. So these are the 5 that did not get pulled. I'm gonna start with the one that was gonna be obvious if I had grabbed it. I don't remember what I wrote on here though, so it kind of maybe not would have been obvious. So this one would have been The Christmas Wager by Holly Cassidy. I think this was on my TBR last year as well and I didn't get to it, so I'm not super bummed because I've already got like 2 or 3 books that were on my December TBR last year that I didn't get to. So that's the first one we're not reading. Next one is The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. Again, might have been on my TBR last year, didn't read it, unfortunately. But I've heard good things, so maybe if we are able to, we'll get to it eventually. I haven't gotten rid of it because I want to get to it eventually, but that's that one. Next is The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels. This one is one I bought recently and it's a queer romance. I am kind of bummed that this one wasn't in my TBR because it looked very interesting and I do love me a little queer romance. So I'm kind of bummed about this one, but of course, if I really feel like it, I could just read it. Next one is So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andrian? I don't know. This one I've had for a really long time and I haven't gotten rid of it because again, kind of like the Maggie Knox book, I still want to read it. It's just not a top priority for me in terms of TBR, especially because it's a Christmas book, but also because it's a YA Christmas book. So I'm like, or I'm pretty sure it's YA. So it's not high on my list of importance, but that's that one. And the last book that could have been on my TBR, I'm looking directly at it right now, so I'm a little bummed because it did look really good. And I also just bought this, and that is Frigid by Jennifer L. Armentrout. She actually does a lot of like fantasy books, so seeing her do romances is super like cool to me. And I also loved her series, the Lux series. I have to like completely finish it. I've been reading it since high school and it's so good. But this is Frigid. It's actually got these gorgeous sprayed edges. Look at that. And I literally just bought this, I kid you not, maybe a week ago. And I'm obsessed with her. And I'm so incredibly bummed because this one is about 2 best friends. They are both in love with each other and they don't know that the other's in love with them. And this one I'm probably still gonna read in December. I'm gonna be really honest with you because I really, really wanted to. We will see if I get to any of these this year. I really hope I do. I'm especially excited, like I said, about Love Light Farms, but I think these would all be really fun to read. So if you want maybe a 24-hour reading challenge Christmas edition, I know the last one I did was like a fall themed one. If we want a Christmas edition, if we want just a regular old reading vlog where I just spend a day at home reading, being all cutesy. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, I will have at the very least 6 videos coming out in December for Bookmas specifically. My goal is to get to the full 12. I was not able to do that last year. I'm hoping that I can this year. Busy bee, lots of stuff going on. But if you want to stay tuned for Bookmas, I do have a playlist of last year's and I have a playlist that I'll be making for this year's. So you can go binge all the old ones while slowly consuming the new ones. And if there's anything else you want to see on my YouTube channel in the new year, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody.